NFL. Today, a good battle in the AFC. It's the Kansas City Chiefs and the Tennessee Titans.
It's time to tighten up. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2025 Tennessee Titans.
Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen with you. That's Harrison Butker, set to get things started. Off we go from Nissan Stadium. That'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. So out come the Titans, and they are led, Greg, by Cam Ward. Same alma mater as you, University of Miami, the #1 overall pick in this past April's draft.
I'm not sure if a guy jumped into the NFL scene quicker than Cam Ward a year ago at the University of Miami. I was down there. I watched his college debut for the Hurricanes in the swamp against Florida, and I walked out of there. I'm not so sure if I knew he was going to be the first overall pick, but I knew he was going to be an unbelievable college player, and here he is with the future of this franchise on his shoulders. He's not going to blink. Everywhere he's been, every coach says Cam Ward changed the future of our team, of our organization, and there's no reason to think he's not going to do it again.
Pick up a 2 on the last run. Here's 2nd and 8. Shotgun snap for Ward. That's caught by Van Jefferson. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. That throw right on the money for the former Miami quarterback, and it's a first down.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. 19 more on that one, and another first down.
Titans first down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense. I'm thinking, Mike, they might have had a little tendency on him or been tipped off pre-snap, because it seemed to me like that defense was just ready and waiting for the jet sweep. There wasn't a whole lot he could do. He takes the loss.
Out of the gun, they give it to Pollard, and he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Again, it's Pollard.
Tony Pollard, the ball carrier. Brought down at the 30-yard line. A 4-yard gain. It's 4th down.
On 4th down, on is the veteran Joey Sly for the Titans field goal. This will be from 47 yards. Sly's kick is good. And the Titans will take a 3-0 lead.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So the mistake there, the roughing call on the field goal, they'll take the 3 points off the board, keep possession of the ball, and have it first down. to Pollard. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 14-yard line.
It is 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, Ward. The coverage right there. And it's knocked away. Incomplete. Brian Cook there defensively to knock that one away.
It's one of those things that rookie quarterbacks just really struggle with early on in the NFL. If you just stare down your primary read, you're going to get yourself into a lot of trouble. So continue to work through your progressions, take what's there, find the open receiver, and with more reps, this is something that you have to imagine he's going to really improve at.
Oh, it's incomplete. Coverage outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot. And now it is 4th down.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
A 31-yard attempt.
Sly's pick is good. And the Titans are out to an early 3-0 lead.
Chiefs, nothing.
You know, they did a lot of good things on this opening drive, Mike. I know they stalled out once they got down there into the red zone. They're going to need to work on finishing some of these drives as this game moves along. But that's a good 3 points to start this game.
Three points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. Here's Smith to return it. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. So here come the Chiefs, and that means the 3-time Super Bowl MVP, twice the league MVP. Almost hard to believe, Greg, it's season 9 for Patrick Mahomes.
And we all know how talented this guy is, Mike, right? From the physical sense, that's obvious. But what really separates him, and it really came through when we had a chance to talk to him this week, is really his ability to operate from the neck up. His processing speed, his decision-making. It seems like he's always one step ahead of the defense. And when he's on, he's proven to be really hard to beat.
And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
It's a gain of
18 yards. And a great way to start the drive. It's a first down.
First down.
Well, a really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45. The future Hall of Famers connect. Mahomes to Kelsey one more time for a Chiefs first down.
So think back to earlier in the week, Mike, and they told us they want to get him going here early and often. So I'd expect plenty of passes to head his way as this game unfolds.
Off the play fake. Mahomes. That's to Gray. Open on the left side. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the Titans' 36-yard line.
They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. He'll get that complete to Isaiah Pacheco. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
It's a gain of 8.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
Tackled at the 25-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 25, here's 2nd down and 7. Throwing from the gun, here's Patrick. That's It's complete left side to Worthy. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hands, and results in a completion.
And he will have a Chiefs first down. At least at first glance, they'll spot the football just beyond the marker, and they convert on 3rd and inches.
At the 17-yard line.
A give here to Pacheco. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
He was brought down at the 13-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
They put Kelsey in motion. On 2nd down, Mahomes. This one is pulled in. Are the feet in bounds? Yes! Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, Chiefs. Harrison Butker now for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Chiefs move out to a 7-3 lead.
Titans 3.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. Julius Chestnut to bring it back. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Titans offense going to take over now for the 2nd time. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. They'll give it to Pollard to start this drive. He'll burrow his way forward for a couple. Derek Nottie there to bring him down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 31, here is 2nd down and 7. From the gun, here's Ward. He's going to tuck it and go. And the rookie gives himself up there at the end. That's a sign of a guy who's learned it quick. Picking up the 1st down.
Mike, this is great awareness by the quarterback manipulating the pocket. He feels the pressure coming on around him, but so often the soft spot is moving up in the pocket. That's exactly what he does. Takes off down the middle of the field, picks up good yardage, and 1st down.
And that's going nowhere. Thrown down, literally and awkwardly, right at the line of scrimmage. Looks like we have an injured Titan on that play. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. They'll run once more, and it's Pollard again. Once again, this defense up to the task. They stop it for no gain yet again. And now it's 3rd down.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
They get 10 yards on the hook up there. That's good for a Titan 1st down.
And the Titans 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
1 yard gain.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
On the give, it's Pollard. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track, because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
Throwing on 3rd down, Ward. And that is incomplete.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
On 4th down, the former All-Pro Johnny Hecker out to punt for Tennessee. Kansas City sends Nico Remigio back to return. And this one's going to land out of bounds as they'll mark it inside the 20. The Chiefs offense ready for their 2nd possession. The lead sits at 4. So we'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. A short throw taken in by Kelsey. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A gain of 4.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
He plunges forward for a couple of yards. The linebacker, Cody Barton, in on the tackle.
That's a gain of 3.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
3rd and short. Here's Patrick. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there. And they force 4th down.
And barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out, not able to pick up a single 1st down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming on.
DK to return. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Right away, they'll try a jet sweep. And that one shut down almost immediately. Good pressure from the backside. Left them nowhere to go. And no gain.
A gain of a yard.
So, Mike, this is a great example and a great moment to bring up why it's so important for these offenses to make everything look the same. Formationally, pre-snap movement, because the second that motion looks like a jet motion and he's going to get the ball as opposed to a traditional motion, these defenses are so in tune with all those little differences. They know it's coming and not going to be a lot of gain.
He was looking for Chim DK that time. Now it's going to be third down.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot. I think in this field position, Mike, when fourth and short, I think you got to go for it. I think there's at least a conversation going on the sideline about whether you keep your offense on the field or send out your punt unit.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on fourth down. That's taken in, and he's going to have a Titans first down. They find a way to keep the drive going with the fourth down conversion.
A little bit of a risky decision for some, Mike, but frankly, I really like it. I think the days of being aggressive on fourth down, even on your side of the field, are here to stay. And while some people say this is over-aggressive, in this case, the aggressiveness paid off, and they're going to keep this drive alive.
And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2.
From the 44-yard line, here's second and 2. On play action, it's Ward. That's made right side by Iomanner. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
23 yards.
They'll pick up 23 on that one. First down for Tennessee.
10 at the 21-yard line.
Moving the tight end right. 1 quarter in the books. It's the Chiefs on top. And we're back in Music City after this. Titans football here to start quarter number 2. First and 10. As we are ready to get back underway. First and 10. And they give it to Pollard. And he's able to force his way through one man, but he can only muster about a yard on that play. Second down.
1 yard gain. Brings up second and 9.
Fake the handoff. Now Ward. That's caught by Jefferson on the right side.
That's not the type of play that's going to end up on a lot of end-of-the-season highlight reels, Mike. But listen, sometimes those little check-down crossers produce some positive plays. Stay ahead of the chains.
Third down and 3. Throwing Ward. It is brought in the end zone. Alex Iomanner. Touchdown Titans. Joey Sly on now for the point after. The kick is good. And the Titans are on top. It's now 10-7.
Chiefs 7. Joey Slide to
Following the
kick off for
touchdown,
Tennessee.
here's Slide to kick it away. Nico Remigio to bring it back. They get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line. Looks like we have an injured Titan on that play. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Mahomes back. It finds the hands of Marquise Brown. And he'll be run out of bounds. That's a good gain on 1st down. They pick up 7 yards.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Now the former Russian champ, it's Kareem Hunt. And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is 1st down.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the 1st down.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
Great job here by this linebacker, Mike. There was no reading and reacting. From the snap, he was attacking. Meets the ball carrier right at the line of scrimmage. No gain.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. And in motion is Brown. Mahomes looking to throw on 2nd down. And nice work there after the catch. He's a little short of the 1st down after a gain of 7.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3. To throw is Mahomes. He'll get this complete to Worthy. And he is very close to the 1st down, but an eyeball, he is shy of it. And they say it's 4th and inches.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you know what that tells you, Mike? The decision to go for it on 4th down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down.
The Titans offense and their big play wideout getting set for their next possession. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Play action. Ward. That ball broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on 1st down. Couldn't connect. It'll bring up 2nd down.
And you don't earn the reputation this guy has, Mike, without having some really elite ball skills at your disposal. I mean, he's universally considered one of the best corners in the entire league. And when he makes plays like this, it's pretty easy to see why.
From the gun, they'll give it. It's Pollard. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
A tough spot here. 3rd and long. Back to throw is Ward. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that 1st down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up 4th down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. The Chiefs offense ready to get back to work. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. They work forward to the 40-yard line. A terrific interior performer, Jeffrey Simmons, on the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7. Here's Mahomes. Headed left, buying time.
Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his 1st and 2nd read, but what they fail to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
3rd down, 3 to go. Throwing now, Mahomes. Got a man, it's Kelsey. Complete. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a 1st down.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs 1st down.
So here's a play, Mike, that is clearly designed to attack the middle 3rd of the field. So think it's roughly the space between the numbers. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And once he understood where his leverage was and he gets his head around, great job by the quarterback on time, delivering a strike.
The hold closes quickly. They'll pick up about 3.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Titans' 36-yard line.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 7. Throwing is Mahomes. Got a man. That's Rashee Rice. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line.
It's a gain of 16 yards.
First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a 1st down.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. A gain of 11, and it's 1st and goal.
Another Kansas City Chiefs 1st down.
Mike, the old adage, you run to set up the pass. This modern offense nowadays, we're starting to see that flipped upside down on its head. Typically, the success of the passing game is what allows teams to have success like this in the run game.
And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's 2nd down. Now, Mahomes. This one brought in by Brown. And he'll take this one in. Hollywood Brown. Touchdown, KC.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. 2 guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
And Butker on for the extra point. He's got it, and the Chiefs are on top. It's 14-10.
Chiefs 14, Titans 10.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. On the return, here comes Chestnut. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. Tony Pollard heading out with the rest of his Tennessee teammates for their next drive. They'll start out first down and 10. Off play action, it's Ward. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. Mike Dana, relentless in his pursuit. He finally ran him down. It's a loss of 8.
And I like the idea of moving the pocket. It makes it harder for the defense to rush the passer, but you have to account for the end man on the line of scrimmage, and that guy's job is to set an edge. Nobody gets outside of me. In this case, the quarterback. You've got to be better protecting your edges anytime you put your quarterback on the move.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long. They motion the slot man left. Oh, no chance there. Under a heavy rush, he goes down. That's Drew Tranquill getting in for the sack. And that's going to lead to third and very long.
Just not a lot of plays on that call sheet for the offensive coordinator for third and a mile. So that's a huge sack there that they took on second down. And barring something dramatic happening here, it might have just killed any chance of extending this drive.
Work to do following the sack. It is third and long. Out of the gun, Ward. Pretty good comeback, to say the least. Not enough for a first down, but a really solid pickup. And it brings us to fourth down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a fourth down decision to make.
Job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. The Chiefs offense and Hollywood Brown ready for their next possession. They'll start it here with a first and 10. They'll start on the ground with Pacheco. Nice game here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a first down.
Kansas City Chiefs.
The offensive line doing a great job opening these run lanes. They have been there this entire first half, and I think if I'm this play caller, until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away, I think I'm just going to keep turning around and handing it to that guy.
That's into the hands of Worthy. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
A 7-yard pickup brings up second and 3 at the 42-yard line.
From the 42-yard line, here's second and 3. Throwing from the gun, here's Patrick. This is too far out in front. That one's incomplete.
I'll tell you what, Mike, with this guy's speed, he's not an easy target to overthrow. So that's one of those where they're telling this quarterback, throw it with everything you got. Just lay it out there. And more times than not, he's going to run under it. But in this case, just a little bit too much on it. He winds up overshooting his man.
Oh, he's got a man. That's caught by Brown. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
So far here early, Mike, the key for this offense has been their ability to maintain possession by converting on these third downs. It's going to be a big storyline the rest of the way. This defense has to find a way. When they force third down, they got to get off the field.
Pacheco, the ball carrier. He was brought down by Cedric Gray. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 45-yard line.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 9. Mahomes going to fire quickly to Worthy. And they'll take this down inside the 35. His second grab on this drive, good for 11 yards, but most importantly, a first down.
Nice job there, getting the ball to your slot receiver and then letting him get to work. It's a nice feeling as a quarterback when you can just have a short throw, still result in a big game.
On the handoff, this is Pacheco. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Give him 15 more on that one. They are on the move. It's a first down.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook, and so far they've done a great job on this drive doing just that.
Now, after the play, looks like we have an injury for one of the Chiefs. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. This has been some kind of march downfield now. Can they pay it off with 6? It's 1st and goal. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Patrick Mahomes. Touchdown, Kansas City. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
Butker now for the point after. His kick is good, and the Chiefs are out to a 21-10 lead.
Titans 10.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. On the return, here comes Chestnut. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Titans offense ready for this next possession. They'll look to make some inroads here. They're down 21-10 in this one as they come up on a first down. The drive starts. It's a carry by Pollard. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of of scrimmage, and that's all.
At the 26.
2 minutes to go here till halftime.
Second and 9.
We're back to Nashville in a moment. Here's a 2nd and 9. Play fake, now Ward to throw. There's Jefferson. And he gets him 6 yards closer before going out of bounds. It's 3rd down coming up.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. Open man, right side. He's got it. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. On the ground is Pollard. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
Back's doing everything in his power to try to get that ball around the edge to the boundary, but just great pursuit there by this linebacker, staying with his angles, running through contact, and he makes the play behind the line.
From the gun, here's Ward. He's got his man, Jefferson. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
17 yards.
2nd time they've connected on the drive, and this one goes for 17 yards.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the 2nd quarter. Looked like that might have been a RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like you might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. The Titans will use the first of their timeouts. Clock will stop with 33 seconds to go until halftime. They need to get to the 22, but now face 3rd down. Shotgun snap for Wolf. And for the rookie out of Texas, Gunnar Helm. He's going to have the 1st down, so they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Now it's Ward. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
All right, so the ball falls incomplete, but I think what it does now, Mike, is it allows you to stop the clock, get in the huddle, take a deep breath, and now your play caller has to give you the best play. Go get points here before the half and try to build something going into halftime.
Motion man is the tight end going right. To the air again. Ward. The short one taken in by Helm. And the Titans are going to have 1st and goal. Tackle made at about the 5-yard line.
Really nice job there, Mike. All they're trying to do is just clear some space for the tight end and then let him go to work in the middle of the field. Now they're set up nicely inside the red zone.
Titans going to use the last of their timeouts here, and they'll get a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down. Joey Sly comes on. They'll try the field goal here. This about as short as you can get. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Titans are able to get it back within a score.
Outside of coming away with a touchdown, I'm not sure they could have done any better to close out that half. I mean, they burned all the clock. They don't let the opponent possess the ball, and they come away with points.
So 2 seconds left to play, and the kick's away. This one crushed. It's over the back line of the end zone. Touchback, and the ball's coming out to the 35. They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Scott, thank you. This one still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand as our second half is about to get underway. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. Here's Smith to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. The advantage is 8. We'll see if they can make this a 2-score game on this drive. First down and 10. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up second down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
They'll try again here, second and 10. Mahomes back. He'll drop this underneath to Pacheco. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple, and it sets up third down.
That's a gain of 3.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
3rd and 7. To throw is Mahomes. He's got his man. He finds Worthy. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
It's a gain of 31
Big
yards.
play for KC. 31 yards.
Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
And he is planted in the backfield. Defenders crashing through. Blow up that play behind the line.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Here's Mahomes. A short throw taken in by Kelsey. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. The future Hall of Famers connect. Mahomes to Kelsey one more time for a Chiefs first down.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Cody Barton on the stop. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Titans' 29-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. Mahomes quickly out to right. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20s. Mahomes finding Rice for the Kansas City first down.
We hear the term RPO so often, Mike, and it continues to kind of trickle its way into the NFL. But remember, it's a lot different in the NFL than it is in the college game where it's a lot more prominent. The lineman cannot go downfield. So that quarterback has to make a lot of really fast snapshot decisions or else it's going to lead to a penalty or him holding on to the ball too long. So it's something that teams want to implement, but maybe not quite to the level that we see in the college game.
Here's 2nd and 6. Throwing is Mahomes. The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
They'll try to keep the drive rolling, facing 3rd and 6. To throw is Mahomes. He'll try to run for it. And he's into the end zone. Patrick Mahomes. Touchdown, Chiefs. And that is now a pair of rushing touchdowns. The quarterback giving it to them, Greg, with his legs in this one.
And we're starting to see, Mike, why this week this coaching staff told us they're encouraging this guy to do this more often. His ability to be a passer, but also a rusher, is an element to this offense that is hard for defenses to account for.
Here's Butker now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Chiefs will extend this third quarter lead.
Chiefs 28, Titans 13.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. Jimmy DK now to return it. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Titans offense ready for their first possession of this second half. They'll begin with 1st and 10.
So the biggest thing that stands out here, Mike, is the fact that the defense just continues to pursue to the ball. Every defense focuses on get as many hats to the ball carrier as possible because if the guy in front of you, he misses the tackle or he falls down, you have to be there to make up for it. And the pursuit to the ball is not only how they're able to get him down, but it's ultimately how they're able to take the ball away.
So, here comes the KC offense set to take over once more. They'll start in the red zone already. This drive beginning at the 20. And remember now, all turnovers must be reviewed by replay. So this one is going to need a little closer look. At issue was the knee, or any other body part except the hand, down before the ball comes loose. And are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field?
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. Looking to throw, it's Ward. He'll find his receiver. That's DK. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line. 13
yards on the play.
13 yards on that pass play. That's good for a Titan first down.
First and 10
Rookie to rookie right there, Mike. And I'll tell you what, they've got some really good young pieces on this roster.
Now, first down throw for Ward. That one knocked away, and it's incomplete. Chid Okonkwo was the intended receiver.
Second and 10.
And it'll be second down.
Really nice play there by the defender, Mike, and not only to force the incomplete, but it's the timing. Understanding if he gets there too early, you bring in PI. You get there too late, it leads to a completion. That time he times it just right and knocks the ball away.
Running here, it's Pollard. And not much there. Good defense, held to no gain.
A gain of 1 brings up third down and 9.
Third down and 9. Out of the gun, Ward. Looking for Jefferson deep downfield. And on third down, that ball is incomplete.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on third down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on fourth down, or simply punt or kick a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. Patrick Mahomes going to lead the KC offense back out for this next drive. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now they're trying to keep it going. First down throw, Mahomes. That's to Kelsey on the tight end screen. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the 29-yard line.
From the 29, here's second and 8. And in motion is Brown. Mahomes looking to throw on second down. And he's going to have a first down. He's forced out. Nice pickup of 9.
Let's give some credit to this offensive line. Once they identified the blitz, you could see them communicating with one another to make sure everybody is on the same page. And that's what gave the quarterback enough time and found the open man.
Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on first down. That's out to Brown, right side, complete. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. Big play for KC. 35 yards.
First and 10.
Great pre-snap recognition here by the quarterback. He looks outside and sees man coverage, and he knows exactly where he's going to go with the ball. Now it's up to the receiver to create separation at the top of the route. Ball's on time, great placement, nice big pickup.
Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. A pickup there of 13. First down, KC.
Have to imagine at some point here, Mike, the defensive coordinator looks to change things up. This running back has had his way with them all day long. Get a few more guys in the box. But then you know what that does. It opens you up down the field to that passing.
He's got it inside the 5. And he'll take it on in. Rashee Rice. Touchdown, KC. Now Butker to add the extra point. It's up and through. And the Chiefs are able to extend the lead.
Titans 13.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. On the return, here comes Chestnut. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Out comes the Tennessee offense. They get set to see what they can do. They're in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. Run here with Pollard. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Throwing, Ward. There's Jefferson. And he's going to be taken down at the 37. It's a gain of 12 there. First down for Tennessee.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start. All the qualities that make a good safety are seen on display on this play. Speed, pursuit, and then the intensity and the strength at the point of contact for the tackle to keep this ball carrier to no gain. That is a complete safety play.
On 2nd down, here's Ward. And it looks like he's going to come up just short of the first down. Out of bounds, a yard shy of what they needed. So they'll have to pick it up on 3rd down.
3rd and 1.
In a lot of offenses, Mike, these quick passes to the wide receivers really fall under the run category. Of course, they're going to go down as a forward pass, but to a lot of offensive coordinators in the league, it's a lot easier to pick up.
Fighting for the marker, he loses the football. And it's recovered by one of his teammates.
So even though they avoid the turnover, this is still a play that they're going to coach hard off of. They're going to bring guys into the meeting room next week and say, hey, guys, we're not always going to be so fortunate. The ball is not always going to bounce our way. Anybody who handles the ball from the center to the quarterback to any of the ball carriers, the most important aspect of team offense is protecting the ball at all costs.
And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be 1st and goal.
That's another.
It's a big one for Tennessee. It's a gain of 43 yards.
Yard line.
Both pre-snap and post-snap, this is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play.
Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's second and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to second and goal at the 9-yard line.
From the gun, here's Ward. He'll step up and run, and he slides and covers up at the end, avoids the hit, and picks up decent yardage along the way.
Great job in coverage here. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball. He decides to tuck it and turn it to a runner. They get to him quickly. Picks up a couple yards, but not enough now. Brings up third down.
Now Ward on third and goal. And he'll be forced to throw that one away. Excellent work defensively. It took away all the options, and now it is fourth and goal.
Down this close, third and goal. I think that's a really good decision. Give your coach the ability to make a decision on fourth down. Do you take the points, or do you keep your offense out there and go for 6?
They'll run for it, and it's Pollard. And he's not going to get there. They stopped him at the goal line. It's a turnover on downs.
Yeah, and when you find yourself down big here in the second half, you have to maximize every possession. And that's exactly what the coach tried to do, going for it on fourth down. Give yourselves a chance to cut into this big lead. But it's the defense that came through again with a huge stop. And that's going to make their chances of coming back that much more difficult.
Of his own end zone, it's Mahomes. And he's going to be brought down up past the 20. 19 yards right away to kick off this drive.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
Now, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
He'll get in behind his blockers, get forward for a pickup of 3. Cedric Gray there to bring him down.
A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
From the 24 now, here's second and 6. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. That's caught! And he's going to take this one all the way. 75 yards. Touchdown, Kansas City. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
Butker now to add the PAT. He gets it to go, and the Chiefs are going to extend their lead.
Chiefs 42, Titans 13.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. On the return, it's Chimdike. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Titans offense ready to take over once again. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Now Ward going to hold on to it. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
On the tackle. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 35-yard line.
From the 35, here's 2nd down and a yard. Shotgun snap for Ward. That'll be taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. That is incomplete. Throw took him out of bounds, and it will be 3rd down.
So they're not going to come down with the reception, but, Mike, this is actually a really good ball. So with the coverage being as tight as it was, the only place that quarterback can put the ball is high and to the outside, saying, hey, if my guy can...
Oh, looks like he hit the first down, but the ball is out. But this is taken in by a teammate.
These are the opportunities that just kill defensive coordinators. You got the ball loose. You did everything you want. But now you got to recover it. You need better pursuit to the ball, more bodies around the ball carrier. Because when that ball pops out, you've got to be on it. These opportunities don't come around often. And when they do, you got to seize them all.
And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 44 now. Here's 2nd and 4. Fake the handoff. Now Ward. He takes off. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. 10 yards on the scramble there, and he picks up the first down.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
On first down, it's Ward. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
Been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike, and I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
In motion, Okonkwo. To throw on 2nd down is Ward. Got him downfield, it's Eilman. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. So we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Fourth quarter begins on the ground. And he'll be out of bounds down at the 15-yard line. Now, after the play, looks like we have an injury for one of the Chiefs. That not a welcome development here late in a one-sided game. Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. Once again, it's Spears. And that'll be a pickup of 3.
The tackle made at the 12-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Second down, they need 7. On play action, it's Ward. And made right side by Eilman. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
This drive has been methodical, but will they turn it into 6 points? It is 1st and goal. He'll be wrapped up there down at the 3-yard line. Now after the play, looks like we have an injury for one of the Chiefs. That not a welcome development here late in a one-sided game. Ball at the 3, 2nd down and goal. Now it's Ward. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
What started out as a promising drive seemed inevitable, Mike, with the way they were able to continue to move the ball, that they'd find themselves finishing with points. But after that 2nd down sack brings up 3rd and long, and this drive looks suddenly very different.
Now they operate from back at the 9, and it's 3rd down and goal. To throw is Ward. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Trent McDuffie.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's position. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
The Chiefs offense ready to take over possession of the football. This one appears to be safe in hand. It has been a clinical performance to this point. Now they'll try to finish up strong. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Now, a carry for Hunt. And he'll get 4 here, up to the 24-yard line.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
It is 2nd and 6. Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
There's very few defenses in today's NFL, Mike, that you can play the cornerback position and be unwilling to tackle. Those days are kind of over, so give credit to this guy. I mean, he identified run, he understood his leverage and gap fit, and he's able to bring him down for no gain.
That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
How often do we see teams kind of nurse these big leads, Mike, especially as the game unfolds? They turn to the ground game. They try to slow everything down. Well, Not this offense. They refuse to take their foot off the gas. They're still mining for explosive plays, and frankly, with the way today's gone, I don't blame them.
This fielded inside the 35. And it'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The Titans offense about ready to take over once more. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. They'll start the drive on the ground with speed. Tough to bring down, and somehow he manages to get 4 yards out of that.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
They'll stay on the ground with speed. And the woes in the running game continue. They're going to subtract yards there. A loss on the play.
Really nice job here defensively, not only to get the penetration and to clog those run lanes, but they're able to take them down behind the line of scrimmage for a loss.
3rd and 6. Back to throw is Ward. This one just too far for the receiver out front of him. That one falls incomplete. Trying to hook up with Tyjae Spears coming out of the backfield that time. And it's going to be 4th down.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down. It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on down. The Chiefs offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll have a short field in front of them as they try to extend this lead out further. They'll run it straight ahead with Pacheco. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Once again, it's Pacheco. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down.
A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Off the play fake, here's Mahomes. That's complete. Who else? It's Kelsey. It's a gain of 10 yards. And the Chiefs have a 1st down.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this that on 3rd down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with that. Well, the best screenplays, of course, you want the offensive linemen out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back, because those offensive linemen, they can't help him at all.
Gray is the motion man here. He'll hit Kelsey quickly on the RPO. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
The timing of these RPO concepts, that's the entire key. Remember, Mike, in the college game, they get a 3-yard window that they're allowed to be downfield even on a forward pass. That's not the rule in the NFL. These decisions have to be made quickly. If not, even after a good pickup, you could be coming back due to a flag.
And that is incomplete.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes, so give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
Butker's kick is good. And the Chiefs will add to their lead here in the fourth quarter. After the made field goal, Butker back on the field to send this one away. On the return, here comes Chestnut. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Titans offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. On the ground, it's Spears to start the drive. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Looking to throw, it's Ward. Throw here down the field. Will fall incomplete. He was looking for Van Jefferson there. And it's going to be third down.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running down, there is a lot of space open underneath. So at this point in the game, Mike, offensively, I think for the offensive coordinator and the quarterback and everyone, they're just trying to build on something. Can you generate an explosive play? Can you bring just a little bit of energy to the huddle and to the sideline? Because throughout most of this game, not a whole lot's gone right.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. He's got his man, complete to Iomanner. And he's going to pick up a Titans first down. They come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving, and then some.
And this completion certainly won't be changing the outcome of the game by any means, but I do think there is something to be said for teams that continue to fight. They continue to try to at least finish this game and have something to build off of going into next week.
And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
So they go backwards on first down. Here's 2nd and 13. Out of the gun, Ward. He's got it! And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line.
34 yards.
It's a big one for Tennessee. It's a gain of 34.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. A run with Spears. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. Now, after the play, looks like we have an injury for one of the Chiefs. That not a welcome development here late in a one-sided game. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Here's Ward. That one too far. Over the end line. Overthrow. It is incomplete.
You know, kind of interesting. You don't see a lot of teams play dime personnel down here in the real low red zone, Mike, but great job by the defensive coordinator anticipating pass, right personnel, right coverage, and really muddied up that back end for the quarterback.
Ward now on 3rd down. And he can't get away. Down he goes back to 16.
Feels like they needed that sack this entire drive. It feels like the defense was really on their heels. The offense was taking it to them really however they wanted to. So to be able to take a deep breath now, disrupt the rhythm of the drive by getting that sack, that might go a long way now to allow them to get off the field.
Going to leave the offense out there for 4th and long. They snap it to Ward. That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on 4th and long. That was a big ask, and the defense turns them away. The Chiefs offense getting set to get back to work. Well, the goal here is to run some time off the clock. The game is well in hand as they get back on offense for 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Pacheco. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
17-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's a 2nd and 9. On play action, it's Mahomes. That's over the middle and caught by Rice. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, as that catch gets him a 1st down.
And that throw just seems like the cherry on top of what has been an incredible day for this quarterback. And I wouldn't be surprised here late if we get to see the backup after this drive. And there's one guy in the stadium that has earned the right to stand on the sideline and relax. It's this quarterback.
Down at the 33-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 9. They'll stay on the ground and stay with Pacheco. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. Greg and I back for the conclusion. In a moment, here comes 3rd and 6. Mahomes back. They're trying to set up the screen here with Pacheco. And he will have the 1st down. Even with 3 timeouts, be able to run this baby.
Time to call a screen is when the defense is anticipating pass. Allow that defensive front to rush the passer. Just get through the offensive line enough before you drop it to your back. Get out behind those big offensive linemen and pick up the 1st down.
And he proves tough to bring down. Good running across midfield. A gain of 8 that time.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
2nd and a yard. Mahomes fakes the give and keeps it himself. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
The key to running the read option, Mike, is that the timing has to be just right. If it's too slow getting going, a lot of the times defenders can get in the backfield and cause havoc, and that's exactly what happened here.
So, it's a win for the visiting Chiefs. In a game that was expected to be a cakewalk, pretty much turned out that way. Their class just much the best in this one, as they cruise to an easy road victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone.